Hello and welcome back to my reading of Kira Kira. Last time, the band went out and performed at Tonya's dad's supermarket. It was all cool because Tonya had cleared it with his dad first. It is good to get the first public performance out of the way. I know I was stressed before my first performance. Granted, my first performance was only in front of the family members of the school orchestra, but still. Anyway, what new challenge will be facing them next?
It's a little before the Gorilla Live concert I mentioned earlier. Our performance is getting pretty decent. As we improve our techniques, we understand more about performing, but we're no longer satisfied with just playing someone else's songs. We wanted to add a little extra. It's been a while since we practiced in the studio, so we're talking about adding something a little personal to our music.
Then, let's try to go a little further.
Tonya sounds kind of ominous.
What do you mean, go further?
Gia must have sensed it too, because she asks him directly.
Well, you're going to be punk rockers.
He has his usual expression, but his words sound dangerous. Every time Tonya uses the phrase punk rockers, something horrible happens, as if it's sounding the trumpets of Armageddon. All of us know that very well, so we all go silent. But the silence won't solve anything. Teshawara bravely speaks up.
What do you mean become punk rockers?
Then Tonya nods, as if he were waiting for that question.
Well, you know, punk rockers don't just settle for playing punk music. You see, punk is...
Wait a minute. I interrupt him. You're not going to say passionate hearts, are you?
What do you mean?
Of course, I'm thinking about Murakami.
I said that once.
Murakami explains himself. He started to play the guitar recently, so he comes over to the practice once in a while to listen to Tonya's lecture.
Well, that's one way to think.
Tonya nods.
But what I'm getting at is something simpler. You guys are getting better, which is great, but it's just boring just playing punk music. Do you understand? Have you noticed?
I don't quite get it. Isn't it good to get better?
He's right.
Murakami agrees while nodding theatrically.
It's almost like you're getting crafty. I like performances with more sparks that are mixed with intense, complex, and coarse self-display.
What do you mean by performances with sparks?
You know, sparks. They're bright flashes.
Murakami isn't making any sense.
What's wrong with what we're doing? We can't just play strange, disorganized music.
As usual, Chie thinks earnestly about everything. I'm impressed.
You're right. If you continue doing this, you will keep getting better and better. But you'll be boring. You don't want that, do you? Bands are for others to enjoy.
That's right! Fun is better!
I'm sure she's reacting to the word fun.
See? So, to make that happen, you have to become punk rockers.
As always, Tonya's conclusions are abrupt. None of us can understand what he's trying to say. Even Murakami is tilting his head, looking confused. Seeing everyone become silent, Tonya continues.
Fun doesn't mean telling jokes or something, but that could work. But what I'm trying to say now is to change how you perform. But to change how you perform, you have to change as a person.
Change as a person. The more Tonya talks, the more anxious I get.
You have to become true punk rockers. I mean, punk rockers can't just perform. They have to live like punk rockers. You'll become members of the race of punk rockers. Once you do, your performance will become fun without even thinking about it.
I kinda get it, but on the other hand, I don't. I guess fish dealers act like fish dealers even when they aren't at the fish store. Policemen act like policemen even on their days off. So we have to act like punk rockers?
Something like that. If a policeman acts like a policeman all the time, then even at work, he acts naturally like a policeman.
Do we really have to?
You know, in performances, you subconsciously show your true self. But I never imagined telling you something like this at this early stage.
Tonya nods emotionally.
Hey, how do we become punk rockers?
In the first place, I don't even know what you mean by punk rockers.
I referred to a lot of different stuff. When you see it, I think you'll understand what I meant by punk rockers.
You mean you used books?
Yeah, there is a good book for how to become a punk rocker, but I think it's a bit early for you for that.
He laughs. I can't tell if he's joking or not. Then he hands out some papers. This is what's on them. Punk rockers are free. Don't let anything restrict you. However, everything has rules and orders. Mother Nature is included in this. Even punk rockers can't change society, and there'll be some inconveniences. Rather, people who want to be punk rockers have less power to change reality, both through personality and ability. Then, when that happens, do punk rockers just follow the rules? No, that's wrong. That is your choice. You get angry. Get angry and curse. That probably won't solve anything, but don't worry. Getting angry is very important for punk rockers. But you might get confused about exactly what to do. Getting angry is a little too vague. You may not have anything you are angry about. If that's the case, then use some dirty words. Concretely, use words like fuck, shit, damn it. It's effective to use at least one of these words in your conversation or sentences. When people are angry, they use words like these. It's funny that when you use these kinds of words all the time, even if you have nothing to be angry about, you start to hate everything in the world. And more you use these words, the more free you feel. That way, you'll become a true punk rocker. Punk rockers don't have a future, so act as if there's no tomorrow. Punk rockers are short-lived, so do whatever you feel like doing when you feel like it. You don't check your wallet when you go shopping. You don't think of your diet when you eat cake. You pick up a stray dog even if you can't keep him. Such reckless behavior makes you a punk rocker. And it's extremely important to use dirty words as mentioned earlier. Unfortunately, society isn't kind to punk rockers. People won't accept you when you use dirty words recklessly, even if it's for the sake of becoming a true punk rocker. Sometimes people may dislike you or judge you because of that. In reality, you may end up losing a lot. You may realize that ahead of time. However, even if you do, don't let that stop you. You must remember, the worst thing you can do as a punk rocker is to foresee and behave wisely. Is this a joke?
Wonderful. This is truly the spirit of punk rock.
Murakami is apparently emotionally moved. Really?
See? Besides, there's only 2. Easy to remember.
Hey, what do I do if people actually get angry at me for acting that way?
Chie mumbles as she looks at the papers.
You apologize, of course.
What, I can apologize?
Sure, of course you can. It's not good to cause problems to others.
So it's sensible in that way.
Sure, we don't hurt people. We follow the minimum rules of society and just act recklessly.
I see.
Chie nods, but she doesn't seem convinced. In fact, I think what Tonya's saying completely contradicts this.
There's a few examples of name calling. I don't really know how to use those words. What do I do?
If you don't know, then just add fuck or fuck off between words. That's all. Isn't that easy?
That sure is easy, but what do they mean?
You don't have to worry about that. You just have to repeat them. They don't have to have meaning. It's more important just to say the words.
I see.
It's not hard. Yeah.
Kashiwara becomes silent with a complex expression. It's easy to use such words, however at the same time, it's extremely difficult.
I don't know if I can do that.
You can't worry if you can or not. Remember Rule 2? You don't think, just do.
Oh, that's right!
Karari nods, but does she understand?
You know, I thought we were going to read a novel and learn something internally.
Chie sighs.
Well, it's best to start out with appearance and behavior. When you keep repeating it, it'll become second nature.
It's not that I don't get it, but isn't just copying the form known as fashion punk?
So, you know about that. I never paid attention to fashion punk. I don't think it matters.
I really think it is a problem that it's something we can't do easily. To make things worse, Tonya continues to confuse me.
In truth, we're all punkers naturally. From when we were born to when we die. It's hard to notice, but I want you to.
It's like a self-enlightenment seminar.
And so we became punk rockers. Of course, we are punk rockers at home, at school, and also at our part-time jobs. That day, Karari and I have to go to work, and we become punk restaurant employees. We slap our cheeks, we psych ourselves up, and start to work. Yo, have you decided what the fuck you're going to order? Me.
So, this motherfucking customer wants another fucking beer, right?
Karari.
What are you doing?
The manager. Nothing! Fuck off! Both of us, in unison. Then the manager gets furious and sends both of us home immediately. Karari and I decide as we walk home. Our conversation has fuck everywhere, of course.
The fucking job's so fucking hard! Fuck!
I fucking feel bad for the fucking manager. Damn! What we're saying doesn't make sense at all. We lost the credibility we learned after working hard for almost a year because of this incident. But, in return, we're a step closer to becoming real punk rockers. But maybe this is growing pains from trying to become a punk rocker. Kashiwara has become a punk rocker too. She gets invited to a tea party during lunch break. It's put together by the theology teacher sometimes. I never knew they did that, but those who are close to the teachers have it once in a while. All the members are very quiet and they talk while sipping black tea. Even in that situation, Kashiwara is a punk rocker. With a smile, she says,
This is some nice fucking tea. Thank you very much. Fuck!
When the teacher, who had been praying for decades without missing a day, heard that, she froze. Chiene doesn't like the idea of this practice, but when she does it, everyone laughs, thinking she's joking. So, things don't change much around her. Maybe people trust her that much, but she's a little shocked. She thinks maybe they aren't even listening to her. But she shouldn't be upset, because that means her environment is kind to punk rockers. Anyway, every day we say fuck. When we get together, we greet each other in the punk way. Hey, bitches!
Good morning. It's a nice fucking day, isn't it? Good morning. I had a fucking damn dream last night. Fuck, fuck, fuckity fuck!
We're desperate, and maybe this desperation is punk too. And so, by the time we finish this special training, We are so used to this way of speaking that we have no problem with it. Also, there's nobody left in the class who will talk to us. After we're done, we have a talk by the river. Well, we went through a lot, but it wasn't really that tough after all.
That's right. My mom was crying at first, but that's all. Yeah, my grandfather almost sent me to the psychologist.
In my case, I was told not to come back to work for a month, but that's about it. I was told never to come back to school though. But I'm going anyway. Fuck. We all start laughing. We feel like we can take on the world. When Tonya hears about our performance, he gets so excited and praises us all for a job well done. But we don't rejoice at all. Instead we go, of course we're good. Fuck! Everything and everybody can die. The world could just disappear. We are getting to be true punk rockers, technically and also mentally. But we're losing what we shouldn't be losing. Is this really what we should be doing? Oh well, we won't think about that. That would be against the no future mindset. Since the Golden Week has passed, it's been raining. Since our main practice area is the riverbank, the bad weather means we lose practice time. However, we don't have enough money to rent a studio every time it rains. So we try to find a different place to practice. But the school gym is full of sports club members who also have to find a place to practice. When we try to use the chapel, the pastor kicks us out. When we try the karaoke box by the school, we're told that we're too loud. So, on days like that, I practice alone in my room. Even if there's no practice, I can't just sit around doing nothing. On days like that, I practice alone. Today, I'm practicing a skill called slap. The slap is also called the chopper. Usually you play the bass with a triangular plick, but in this technique, you either slap the strings with your thumb or pluck them with your index finger to create the sound. If you do it right, it sounds great, and you even look good. The reason why I decided to try this was not only because I was bored, but also because I wanted to improve my technique so I can increase the kind of sounds I can make on the bass. And the reason why I want to create more sound was because of what Tonya said. We're working on our own original piece.
You want to play at least one original piece, right? It is a live concert, after all.
When we were talking about what to perform on stage in the club room, Tonya offered a suggestion.
Well, it's true that people react strongly to well-known popular songs, and original songs don't get much, if any, response. But
Tonya wrote original on the page we were putting the titles of the songs we were going to perform and circled it.
I think the true joy of being a band is from performing our own numbers. It's fun to play other people's songs, but don't you want to play your own work?
We couldn't answer right away. We only just got to the level where we could play, so we weren't that sure about creating our own piece.
You know, it'll be good practice, too. As you create your own work, you'll understand music at a much deeper level. Well, maybe this is my wish for you to challenge yourself as a band. I truly feel that your band will be very interesting. I think you can do more than just play someone else's work.
I was a little surprised, because this was the first time Tonya complimented us. When it comes to music, Tonya neither compliments nor criticizes easily. He is very cautious, so when Tonya says things like that, he sounds convincing. We decided to work on our own original piece, though not necessarily because of what he said. In fact, we all had the desire to write our own music. Tonya was right about that. It must be natural that when you can create a sound, you want your own music. So, we set the date and decided that each of us should come up with something by that day. I put some notes down and tried to play. It's my own phrase, so of course I want to play well. And before I know it, I'm challenging a new technique. I sit on my bed, pull out the amplifier and the effector where I can reach, and practice my bass with my headset. When I get tired of the slap technique, I continue with the composition. And then, when I get stuck composing, I practice the bass. When I look up, the sun is setting behind the rain clouds. There's no school today, so I've been practicing since morning. I didn't realize that I spent this much time on it. When I get up, my thighs, where I was resting the bass, feel numb. As I rub them, feeling rather impressed with myself for practicing for so long, I noticed my cell phone blinking. When I open it, there are 3 missed calls from Chie. It must have rang, but I didn't hear it at all. When I'm thinking, I shut everything else out. I call her while telling myself it's a habit I need to get rid of.
I knew it was something like that.
When I explain, Chie laughs bitterly on the phone. Since we've known each other for such a long time, something like this doesn't make her angry.
So, how is the competition coming?
It's hard. How about you, Chie, ne?
Same here.
I see. I was relieved to hear Chie was having a hard time too.
It's not that easy for amateurs like us.
I know. Just learning about the bass is hard enough. Even if I read books, learning other people's parts is impossible.
Hey, I'm on the drum. I only know how to make rhythm parts. Either I have to study more, or I have to work with the other parts.
Chie sighs.
Hey, Shika-chan, do you want to go do something to refresh ourselves?
Then she suggests we go look at the instrument shop. She says that it's only 2 stations away.
I was going to ask Kashi, but I thought I would go with another rhythm player. What do you think?
Oh, maybe not today. It's raining, and I don't have much money since I haven't been going to work lately. I want to work on my composition. My piece isn't moving along at all. Chiene, you know how I am, right? If I do something to refresh my mind, I know for sure that I'll forget what I'm supposed to do.
You're right.
Chie laughs.
I just thought it might be fun to go do something together, just the 2 of us.
She hangs up regretfully. I feel a little guilty after she hangs up. Chie does chores around the house, so she is far more busy than I. She probably doesn't get a chance to get out either. She invited me using that precious free time. I would really feel bad if she ended up spending time at home because of me. I hope she finds someone else to hang out with. I feel guilty, but I lay myself down on my bed. I notice the rain is getting heavier. Maybe I just hear it better because I'm off the phone. Or maybe the rain really is getting heavier. The rain in May turns into the rainy season in June. When it rains for a long time, that means we have a lot of time to practice. But we can't afford to keep renting the studio. We practice individually, but we don't feel that's enough. We feel a sense of crisis, for we planned a training camp for the weekend. It'll be at Kashiwara's house. She's the granddaughter of the founder of the famous Kashiwara group. Her house isn't like ours. There's an underground home theater, and we think that will be perfect for us to use to practice. Kashiwara's house is very refined, and her grandfather is extremely strict, so we aren't sure if our band practice is appropriate. But she says her grandfather won't be home that day. There are also servants at her house, but they are more supportive than her grandfather. When she was going through the fuck training, everyone at home was shocked, but they recovered from it, and now they are gradually supportive of her devoting herself to her new hobby. By the way, the servants include maids too. So, maids really do exist. I thought they existed only at maid cafes in Akihabara. You really are rich, Kashiwara. I stare at Kashiwara in awe.
Don't say that. It's really not a big deal. We live in a big house, but there's only old people and me living there, so we can't really look after it.
She says rather bashfully.
There's a huge backyard too. Their garden is very impressive, and the pond has koi fish in it. Have you ever seen a really colorful koi fish in person before?
Karari's been there before. She talks like she owns the place. It sounds like a big deal.
Sorry. You don't need to apologize, Kashi, but Are you sure we'll be allowed to play there? Even if your grandfather isn't home, to play such music there...
It's okay. That's not going to be the problem. The actual issue is...
What?
I think bringing a guy into my home will be more of an issue than the music we play. I might have a hard time explaining that to my family.
When it comes to relationships, her grandfather is extremely strict and cautious, and she says that there's a good possibility that even the servants may disapprove.
You're right. You're the daughter of a nobleman. I'm sure the staff wouldn't approve.
Chie nods. I completely agree. Not only high-class ladies like Kashawara, any parents of teenage girls wouldn't want their daughters bringing home a guy. When I become a father, I would never approve of my teenage daughter bringing home a guy. Of course, I don't have any special feelings towards Kashawara, but the people at the Kashawara family home don't know that. Well then, I guess I won't be... I can't finish my sentence.
No! It doesn't mean anything if we don't practice together. We're the second literature club band. We need everyone. We can't practice without the bass.
Karari is right, but still, it can't be helped. I'll practice on my own, so don't worry.
Don't give up so easily. Let's think of some way you can practice too. I don't want to leave you out. We have to have a slumber party and a pillow fight.
I don't think that has anything to do with practicing. Well, I wish I could be there too, but if no guys are allowed inside, what can I do? I don't want to cause troubles for you, so just can't be helped.
I don't get it. There's nothing to worry about.
Karari doesn't give up. I don't think there is either, but you never know.
What do you mean you never know? What are you planning to do to us?
Chie teases me. There's nothing I can do, but that's how things are, right?
Who cares?
I do, especially with Shino. I have to be cautious. She's downcast at my immediate reply. Besides, I really don't want to be the only guy either.
We won't pick on you or leave you out just because you're a guy.
I know.
Hey, by the way, Shikanosuke,
Chie looks at me as if she remembered something. What?
when you were in first grade, didn't you do a drag cafe or something like that at the cultural festival?
Yeah, we did.
I heard you looked good in your maid outfit.
Who told you about that? It was Murakami, wasn't it? Chie nods. Can't he ever keep his mouth shut?
Hey, you guys are even now. You made fun of his drag go match this cultural festival.
What are you talking about? I'm just retaliating for what he did 2 years ago.
What an awful character.
Do not interfere in a guy's battle.
Hey, Shika-chan.
Karari has a glint in her eyes.
Is it true he looked good?
Yeah, if you look close, he has feminine features. He looked like a real girl.
Huh? He looked cute then?
Come to think of it.
Karari and Kashawara stare at my face. Don't stare at me like that.
This is what Murakami said.
What?
Karari brightens up with joy.
Some guys from another school actually thought he was a girl and asked him out.
Don't make me remember that. Stop! I interrupt Chie.
Gosh, what a reaction. You must be really traumatized.
Shut up! Everyone has something they don't want to remember. That damn Murakami. He has such a big goddamn mouth. I get chills just remembering that cultural festival.
But
Karari seems really happy about it.
then it's easy. Meijima just dresses like a girl and says he's a girl.
Chie nods as if that's exactly what she wanted to say. I don't think so. First of all, I've already decided that I'll never be in drag again. That was my very first cultural festival, and I overdid it. It turned out to be one of the worst things in my life. And that's why I vowed to myself that I'll never do something like that again. Kurari looks dissatisfied. Besides, when I did that at the cultural festival, it was in a dark room. If there had been enough light, they would have known right away.
But
Kurari looks at me as if she was going to start crying, but that won't work with me.
But if you fooled people in the dark, if we worked on him, he might be able to pass.
Kashiwara is taking this very seriously, but I really don't think I can convincingly come off as a girl. And even if I could, I wouldn't want to.
how about my clothes then? Think you can squeeze into them, Shika-nosuke?
Chie is tall, so I might be able to wear her clothes, but again, I do not want to do it! I don't want to. I'll never do it. I flatly refuse.
It's only when you go in and out of the entry. What's the big deal?
It might not work, but let's try. We really do need the base.
I want to see Miyajima as a girl!
They approach me. I get the feeling they are teasing me. They're all grinning. There's only one thing I want to say. No way! I'll never wear girls' clothing. Maybe you don't know, but the name Shika-nosuke comes from the famous military commander, Shika-nosuke Mamanaka. I live as a man. I won't wear girls' clothes. Unfortunately, they ignore me. And so...
There we go! Wow, you're pretty, Miyajima-kun!
Wow, this could work. Nobody will notice, even in the light.
We're at Chie's house. I'm sitting on the sofa in the living room, wearing a long wig, girl's clothes, makeup, and lip gloss on my lips. In the room, there's Kurari's overnight bag and Chie's suitcase. And I have my sports bag too. Are you absolutely sure if I do this, you'll keep it a secret?
I will, I promise!
She's laughing. I don't know if I can trust her. But how do you know that, Chie?
I've been keeping in close contact with Yuko-chan. You didn't know that, did you?
Why...
Because you never answer your damn phone. I have to give you a message by Yuko-chan. If you want me to stop, then start calling me back.
Damn. Chie continues, ignoring me completely.
By the way, Yuko says her games keep disappearing, so that made me think.
I didn't accept this situation because I wanted to. Somehow, Chie figured out that I had been selling my sister's games, trying to make spending money, and she threatened to tell her.
How could you sell your sister's games?
Kurari gets angry. Well, I've been missing work a lot lately. Once I start working again, I plan to buy them all back.
But don't you have money saved up?
Obviously I do, but I don't want to use what I've saved up.
What are we gonna do with you?
Chie sighs. But that doesn't make it right for you to blackmail me. That's unfair.
It's your own fault. Give up already.
Shit. If my sister finds out, I'll lose my dignity as her brother. Besides, knowing how she is, Yuko will use whatever means to give me a hard time. She won't be satisfied with me buying them back. She'd probably give me a weird nickname, start a strange rumor, or pick on me whenever possible. I just know what she'll do. Although she is my sister, she has such an evil personality. Where did she get that inhumane personality?
By the way, what do you think of yourself?
Kashiwara shows me the mirror with an angelic smile. Oh, I see a weird guy trying to look like a girl.
Really? I think you look beautiful.
Kashiwara looks confused. I'm the one who's confused. I know they'll find out, but forget that. I'm too embarrassed to even go outside. You know, I don't want to wear girls' clothes.
They won't find out, Miyajima-kun. You're pretty.
Kurari suddenly speaks up.
Why are you so angry, Kira-chan?
Because Miyajima-kun looks prettier than I am.
Kurari seems sad about it.
What are you talking about? You're cute too, Kira-chan.
You don't have to say that. I know myself. You don't have to flatter me.
I don't quite get it, but I think she's truly jealous.
You should be more confident. If you weren't so shy, you would be very popular with the boys.
Chie follows suit.
I don't need to be popular.
Really?
Yeah, besides, that's all a pretense. I'm actually cold and calculating.
You keep denying everything when we try to compliment you. What do you want us to do?
Chie sighs. Well, since the subject matter had changed to someone else, I'll just go and...
Where are you going, Shikanosuke?
Chie catches me when I try to sneak out. Oh, I just need to use the bathroom.
Why do you need to take your clothes to the bathroom?
I laugh to change the subject.
Hey, Meijima-kun!
Kurari looks at me. What?
What do you think, Meijima-kun?
About...
I'm not cute, am I?
What? Why do you say that? You're cute.
Really?
Sure.
More than you?
Well, I don't know about that.
See?
Kurari's shoulders say. No, I'm joking. Kurari doesn't look up.
Look what you've done. Karate is seriously depressed now. She's so sensitive.
What else am I supposed to say? I get angry, but she doesn't listen to me. Anyway, I don't have time for this.
My heart hurts.
Don't look at me. It's not my fault.
You're so cold, Meijima-kun. I'm so sad.
Kurari covers her face with her hands. Is she crying? What? Isn't she exaggerating a bit too much? But maybe I shouldn't say anything.
Oh, you made her cry.
Chie blames me. What should I do?
Meijima-kun.
Kurari looks into my eyes bashfully.
Maybe I'll feel better if you hold my hand and walk with me to Serena's house.
I have my sports bag on my shoulder. I have an umbrella in one hand, and the other hand is holding bashful Kurari's hand. We're on our way to the Kashiwara residence. Everyone turns around. I don't care anymore. I didn't give in because of threats or tears. Still think Kurari faked it. But if they want me to be there that much, then who cares? I won't be responsible. If they find out about this and I get arrested as a pervert, they're responsible. I feel irritated. But on the other hand, Kurari looks very happy. She isn't happy about holding my hand. She's having fun holding the hand of a cross-dressing pervert. At first, I thought she was acting this way because she wanted me to join the training camp. But I guess I was wrong. She's treating me completely differently. She speaks to me politely and blushes when our eyes meet. I don't know what she's thinking, but this is odd. Before we know it, we're there. The Kashiwara mansion stands out in the area. It's huge and doesn't even match with the houses around it. It's a Western-style building, which looks like it came from a different era. It looks kind of like a haunted house. I can't believe that a house like this actually exists in Japan. And it's not even a museum or anything like that. It's a regular residence.
Hey, are you ready?
Of course. I don't know if I'm ready. It's more like I don't care. Besides, even if I wanted to go home, they wouldn't let me. Can I go home dressed like this? That means I'd have to walk alone, right? Looking like this. How do I explain that situation? Actually, I have to be really ready to be able to do that. Until training is over, I'm not a guy. Let's see. Call me Shikako Meijima. Everyone laughs. I was serious though. We go through the gate and head to the entrance. The maid welcomes us in.
Welcome home.
This is the first time I've actually heard someone say "welcome home" so formally. It's also the first time I ever saw a real maid. However, this maid must be at least twice the age as the maids that are popular nowadays at maid cafes. But this isn't the time to be thinking about that. I can't let her see me up close.
We'll be in this room practicing.
Kashiwara starts to talk. I follow her while looking down at the floor. Chie guards me on the side. Karari is behind me. We're obviously acting suspiciously, but the maid doesn't say anything. We don't see anyone else on the way to the underground theater. We don't see anyone else on the way to the underground homes theater. As I sigh, I wonder if I actually deceived her, or if she noticed but didn't say anything. I still can't relax. I don't like the feeling of this long wig brushing my shoulders. Then I remember. 2 years ago, at the cultural festival, we all dressed as girls. I was having fun at first, but after a while, I started to feel strange. The way I looked at the fellow male students became so real. All the girls said, "How cute!" And the way they said it was strangely realistic. It was supposed to be a joke, but everyone's reaction was so unexpected. I became timid, and everyone thought that made me even cuter. I didn't want to disappoint everyone by changing back to a guy, so I went out to the courtyard, away from the crowd of people. I found a dark area, so I sat down and waited for time to pass. Then I felt someone standing behind me. When I turned, I saw a good-looking guy looking at me. I was about to explain why I was wearing girls' clothing, when he came extremely close. I feel nauseous.
Shikanosuke, don't just sit there. Come and help me with the drum set.
Chie calls me. Sure.
What's wrong?
Nothing. By the way, I'm an unclean human being, aren't I?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. I stand up. Shit, I'm feeling anger inside me. Come on, let's practice. I feel like I can play some punkish music. Everything is shit.
What?
Don't say anything. Come on, Kashiwara and Shino. Don't be chatting over there. Chie, get your drums ready. You brought them in yesterday, right? I want to express my punkish urge with music. Otherwise, what's the point of me dressing this way? Chie stops in surprise. She edges back as I approach her.
What? Wait, Shikanosuke? What?
She trips and falls down. I can see her panties. The phrase home theater doesn't do justice to the room we're in right now. What we see here is something far more elegant than a simple home theater. Never mind the size of the screen or the audio equipment. The living room of a normal household could easily fit inside this room. But all this is just to see movies. How ridiculous! A normal citizen like me would never have anything to do with something like this. But today, I'm here as her friend. I wish I could use this for myself. For example, I wonder what it's like to watch an adult movie on a screen like this. A stupid guy like me might even be moved as if I were watching a masterpiece because of the spectacular screen. Anyway, we just practice. We're not here for this room. Our goal is to finish our original piece. Using Kashiwara's guitar part as a base, we developed this song by talking and giving ideas. Little by little, it starts to sound like a song. It still sounds like something roughly put together, but hopefully it'll be finished by the time we leave here. And then, the lyrics. For now, Kira is singing things like la la la, lu lu lu, I'm hungry, etc. But we want to put in something a little more decent. We don't have any lyrics at all, so that will be the hard work. Before we know it, it's already nighttime. We realize we're all hungry. Since it's dinner time, we'll be eating in the dining room. Of course, I'll be in girls' clothes. I try to convince them that my cover's blown anyway.
No way. Don't worry. Just keep trying to act like a girl.
Well, even if they already know, I guess it's still important to try and hide it. Even if they are sure I'm a guy, if I act like a girl, they won't be able to ask me. But I still feel uncomfortable. At dinner, the maid joins in the conversation. She talks about foreign movies. I always thought maids worked silently, but I guess she's a friendly one. But of course, her friendliness bothers me now. At first, she talks to Chie and Karari. Karari's been here before, so they know each other. On the other hand, I eat silently.
May I ask your name?
She finally speaks to me. Well, what do I do? Even if I deceived her with my appearance, she will find out the truth the minute she hears my voice. But I can't stay silent.
What's the matter? Are you okay?
She asked me again, so I spoke.
No. My name is Shikako Miyajima.
I use my falsetto. As soon as Chie, Kashiwara, and Karari hear my voice, they cover their mouths and look down. They're trying not to laugh.
Shikako-san. What an unusual name.
Even the maid is laughing. She knows. But why doesn't she call me out on it? It's obvious, so why doesn't she say anything? I want to explain this whole situation and turn it into a joke. I don't want to do this. It's against my will. Her silence is tormenting me.
How's the food?
I wish she would leave me alone. I know she's doing this on purpose to torture me.
Oh, it's wonderful. This Italian food is tasty.
Oh, but this is Chinese.
Oh my, you could say that. Anyway, this sure is delicious.
I wish I was dead. I don't know if it's Chinese or French. Honestly, I can't even taste anything. After that, many expensive-looking dishes follow, but everything tastes the same. I just stuff myself and finish my meal. This is the first time such expensive food tasted so bland.
We just ate a wonderful meal. Why do you look so pale like that?
Chie teases me as we leave the dining hall. Shit, I'll never forget that face she was making while watching me and the maid exchange words. Her eyes were laughing at me. I feel a tug on my sleeve.
I'm sleepy.
Karari is walking unsteadily. She grabbed onto my sleeve to keep herself from falling. When you're full, it's natural to get sleepy, but only Karari reacts this much. After dinner, it's time for a bath. We take turns using the bath. I was prepared not to take one today, though.
Why don't you?
She was the first one to take a bath, so her skin looks a little flushed. I don't have a spare set of clothes. I brought a change of clothes, but of course it's my guy clothes. Chie pulls out girls' pajamas. You don't want me to wear this sexy pajama, do you?
Why not? You've been looking like a girl all day anyway.
But
Someone gave me this a while ago, but it's too big. So I don't wear it. It'll fit you though.
it's not the size I'm talking about. It's pink and it's sexy. What is this sheer fabric? Is this silk? The neckline is so low, and it has some frilly lace on it. Only David Bowie or Hayashi Pei would wear something like this. Even in Power Rangers, the pink one was a girl.
But when they're filming, a guy is doing the stunts.
Don't say that. I don't want little kids to hear that.
Anyway,
Chie sighs.
oh, just be quiet and go have a bath. You're starting to stink. You sweat when we practice.
I consider which is worse, being smelly or wearing pink. I choose to take a bath. Wearing a pink pajama is humiliating, but to be called smelly is worse. Besides, I'm already dressed as a girl, so what difference does wearing pink make anyways? I like taking baths, and today I can be alone, at least while taking a bath, which would be nice. To dress like a girl, besides, I'm already dressed as a girl, so what difference does wearing pink make anyways? Those who have experienced it can understand. I wished you'd all try it sometime. But please don't attack me when I'm in the sexy pajamas, okay?
Stop it. You're gonna make me sick. Crunchy Miyazuma for salad and hot pot. Miyazuma is a clean vegetable.
Crowry comes back to the room singing one of her favorite commercial songs. Keshawara shows me the bathroom. She smells nice after her bath.
The early 2000s of this plot point is showing. Haha, let's all laugh at the guy wearing a dress. Though, after a bit, I did think that maybe this is what trans guys actually go through. Like the whole, oh, you're such a cute girl, why do you want to dress like a boy thing? Which usually comes from a well-meaning place, but it doesn't really feel that good. This VN puts the cishet main character audience insert through that kind of experience, and that, at least for me, helped me sympathize with trans men.